Good practice today. Things we were trying to get out of this were introduction to meeting schedule and practice schedule for the upcoming Lehigh camp, along with a combination of what they're going to be doing during the season. So we did a walkthrough in the morning, a little bit shorter than what we'll do at Lehigh. It was an hour long. And then we came out here for our 2.5 hours. Those are all under the regulations that the NFL gives you for this camp. So, but really the format was still the same. A little bit shorter, but still basically the same. I was happy with the way the guys flew around. Now we're coming into this camp with an advantage because we've had the OTAs, we've had phase 1 and phase 2, so the guys basically know what they're doing and can fly around a little bit and compete against each other. Time's yours.
Get a sense of high energy from this group, Andy? How come? What are you seeing?
Well, listen, you saw that last year. I think that's something that they've carried over into this year. That D-line kind of starts it off, and the O-line, and even though they can't really compete right now, they keep it loud and exciting. It's a good atmosphere. They can't compete because there's no contact in this. The back-end guys, it's just contagious. It just carries on into the linebackers and the secondary. And those guys can compete. They can't do bump and run, but they can't compete. So, and then likewise on the offensive side. The guys, they're challenging each other and trying to get better.
But overall, do you sense a sense of urgency on this team overall, just in the group, in the meetings, and in practice?
Yeah, well, that's the way it should be, right? I mean, that's the way it should be. I appreciate that from them, that they're staying in tune and trying to do the best they possibly can do. So,
How important Andy, what went into the change of routine, long practices in the afternoon when you get to Lehigh, and certainly you haven't done that.
Right, the change in the afternoon with the afternoon practice. I met with Rick and talked to him just about recovery time. We've been presented these new rules, so we're going to do our walkthrough in the morning, just like we're doing this camp. In the afternoon, it will allow the players to be hydrated coming into practice, along with getting 2 meals under the belt, and so hopefully, that and the ability to be walking around and stretching and get their lift in and so on, that they come out and have good practice and limit the injuries and still perform at a high speed.
You have Howard Mudd back for this the first time he's been here this spring. Is it crucial to have him for these 3 days?
Well, listen, this is the first time since we've been on the field that he's been back, at least in this OTA and this minicamp here. He was here for part of phase 2 and part of phase 1. So I told him to go practice retirement. He wasn't very good at it the last time, right? If I was able to talk him out of it, he wasn't very good at it. So I told him to go practice retirement. He's 71 years old. He came off a major hip surgery this past off-season, or during the season, and battled through that. And he's got all kinds of energy, but listen, gave him a little time to get himself all together and then get back out here, and he gung-ho. Actually, after about the 3rd day that he went home, he was ready to come back. So,
Andy, will he be at all training camp?
Yeah.
When he is here, what kind of difference is it, though? Does it feel a little different just to have him here?
Well, I would tell you Eugene Chung, who stepped in for him. I thought Eugene did a nice job. But again, it's good to have Howard back in there. Not that Eugene didn't do a good job there. But Howard, you're talking about the finest offensive line coach who coached the game. So that's how he's respected in this league. And so for him to be back is a good thing.